What is going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome to another video. How y'all living? Hit Squad back at it again with another video. I've been a little quiet recently. I've been dealing with COVID and it was beating my ass. Like teams have been beating the New York Giants ass the last few weeks, man. Actually all season, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Thank you so much to everyone who's reached out. Shout out to the Big Blue crew for holding it down as always and showing love. I really appreciate it. But let's break down this video, right? So last game of the season, Giants are going to fall to 4-13. Giants, this is the first time in a while I can remember that we get swept by the Washington football team. But there really isn't much to talk about, right? I mean, outside of us scoring a touchdown for the first time and God knows when, Jake Fromm looked as I suspected. You know, he didn't look like an NFL quarterback. His arm is terrible, if you ask me. We couldn't get the ground game going. I mean, Jake Fromm literally led our rushing attack with 53 yards on 5 carries. Saquon Barkley was 11 for 30. Devontae Booker was 8 for 14. I mean, this offense is abysmal. You know, you have Alex Botman on a 4th down coming on an end around and gets clapped in the back. Nobody even bothered to block the former Kentucky linebacker, Jamin Davis. You know, that's unacceptable. You know, this team looks unprepared week in and week out. And granted, there's a lot of factors. You know, I'm not going to come out here and say that it's all on Joe Judge. No, he deserves a lot of blame. However, he's not the main culprit to all of this. Do I expect Joe Judge to be back next year? Yes. Yes, I expect Joe Judge to be back next year. I would be very surprised if he got fired. You could make a very strong case for him to be fired after this game. This was Dave Gettleman's last game, so Dave Gettleman is now Gettle gone. I mean, that's one thing we can hang our hat on. Hopefully we can get someone like Ed Dodds in here, to really come in and change this franchise, because right now we are not even an NFL team. I really do believe that. I really do think the Texans and the Lions would put a lot of points on this New York Giants team. Now, I will say, I like the way that this defense fights. This should have been a huge blowout. And even with us giving up a pick 6, game was still somewhat relatively close. Now, offensively, it's been the story of the season. Our offense hasn't done our defense any favors whatsoever. I mean, Jake Fromm barely threw for 100 yards in this game, and he threw the ball 30 times. Like, that's insane. Now, again, we got to see, the Giants score a touchdown. Jake Fromm hit Darius Slayton on a 22-yard touchdown. He also had Kenny Golladay wide open too, so we potentially could have saw Kenny Galladay's first touchdown. Now, I did not like the effort that Kenny Golladay gave on that pass to him from Jake Fromm. Granted, I understand that, he was messed with at the line of scrimmage. That was a flag that wasn't thrown, but at the same time, I got to see more effort. And the pain has finally been put to an end, man. I mean, this season has been painful, let's be real. But in my honest opinion, I think this was the last game for a lot of players. There's going to be some players, and we're going to make a video about this in the future, on players that the New York Giants should keep going ahead of free agency, players that we should release. But you can make an argument this was Saquon Barkley's last game, Jabril Peppers, Evan Ingram, Nate Solder, thank God, Will Hernandez, thank God, Lorenzo Carter. There's a lot of players, man. And now the question is going to be really, who do you trust to be the guy with 10 picks to really come in and change this franchise? Because we need change, man. I think that we all can agree on that. We need change. Some of us believe that we need a wholesale change, which I'm not completely against at all. Some of us believe that, Joe Judge isn't the main culprit. It should be the coach next year and let him decide on who stays and who goes. So it's a lot to look at, man, but I mean, what do you really expect? I mean, seriously, like, what do you really expect from this team? I expect them to put up touchdowns. That's their job. But we can't even do that. I mean, we scored 1 touchdown. We scored 2 touchdowns in 40. I think at the time when we scored our first touchdown today, it was 2 touchdowns on 44 drives. Like, that's disgusting. That's embarrassing, man. And it hurts to watch this team play. I mean, bright side, I mean, Lorenzo Carter, I believe he has 5 sacks for the year. Logan Ryan had a sack today. Leonard Williams had a sack today at 6.5 sacks. I believe Azeez Ojulari was credited with the sack, if not credited for half a sack. So, he should have 8.5 sacks, if not 8 at the worst. I mean, but there's really not much to talk about, man. I mean, it's sad to see where this team is going, but Giants fans, this team can only go up. This team can only go up, and that's my mentality. Now, again, we're going to have a busy off season. Our season is just getting started. I'm so excited. We're going to have some great content coming out in the off season. But that's the story of the game, man. 22-7. Let us know your thoughts below. How do you guys feel about this season? Vent in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. This has been another video from Hit Squad Productions. Subscribe to the channel. Intercept the like button. Follow us on Twitter. The link will be in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next video.